Now, chapter 12 deals with offences and penalties, about which we should also be equally worried. There's a penalty has been increased from section 94 to 114. It has been increased for obstructing inspectors. Say, I'm just giving an example here: 10,000 to 1 lakh. Accident in case of death, it is 25,000 to 5 lakh, or serious bodily injury is up to 4 lakh. 50% of the fine to go as compensation to the victim. Falsification of records and contravention of law, similar penalty can go up to 1 lakh. Now, next is only imprisonment provision. Maximum 2 years of imprisonment with fine under section 102 and 104 for violation of following sections when they relate to hazardous process. So we have to be very careful about this hazardous process. If there is a particular section of section 6.1 and 2, 6 or 6.1 and 6.2, duties of employers, then it invites imprisonment. Not taking any action on the report of employees on hazard, safety and health, etc. in section 13D, it invites. There is a specific responsibility of occupier in relation to hazardous process in health records, supervision of handling and medical examination. Now, I found out one mistake in the code. There is a gross typographical mistake. I do not know how many people have found it out. Now, this particular, if you look at the draft before in 2019, there is a particular section 80 which is deal with specific responsibility of occupier in relation to hazardous process in health records, supervision, handling and medical examination, section 80. Now what? Now the same thing is also dealt with under different number in the existing Factories Act, right? Now this section, the content of this has now come in section 85. It is no longer under 80 because the number of section in the new code has been increased. So what was in section 80 of 2019 has become 85 in the present, has become 85 now. But in the existing code, when it says violation of section 85, instead of saying that violation of section 80. No, if you look at the section 80, I leave it to you to go through it's a very innocuous section. One will wonder, for violation of such innocuous section, can there be a 2 years, maximum 2 years of imprisonment? So there is already, that means there is a goof up, there is a obvious typo. I do not know how they are going to correct it. Right. Next, special powers of the ICF in respect of factory mine, section 38, violation of this also will attract imprisonment with fine. Next section, please. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, offences by employees, maximum fine is 10,000. Employees, he will have to pay only 10,000. Prosecution limitation is provided 6 months. Prosecution within 6 months to be done. Presently it is 90 days. And compounding of offences also has been provided. That is a welcome change, where you need not go and rub shoulder with the criminal in the criminal court. Maximum fine is 50% of the prescribed maximum rate. I think this compounding of offences and paying the fine will be encouraged by the Inspectorate of Factories, because the fine amount will go into a fund called Social Security Fund, about which we will see later. Next, Social Welfare Fund. It is created for the unorganized workers out of the fines collected, and the details will be given by the rules. Next, please. Chapter 13, miscellaneous. Is a common application for license for factory, engagement of CL and so on. Power to hold an inquiry into the accident is expanded to one person or a committee with regard to its unsafe condition and so on and so forth. Powers to make rules provided into the appropriate government, central government and state government. Power to exempt in special cases, emergency, public institutions provided. In fact, the power to exempt has been very, very wide. They have got a sweeping powers under this provisions in case of emergency, certain public institutions, special cases also, and also it also goes to preserve the existing amendments made by the different state governments till such time it is amended. So that is very important, another point. And there are 3 schedules. The first schedule deals with the list of industries involving hazardous process. It has been expanded to 40 industries. The second schedule includes occupational safety and health standards to be declared by the central government. And third schedule, list of notifiable diseases. There are 29 diseases which have been notified there. I think with this, within the constraint of time, I hope I am able to clear your misgivings or doubts or whatever about this particular code. Thank you.